A whole lot of bills and my money spent. And it's on my bad foot. Woo! Two of the most common running related injuries that I've seen, both as a coach and as an athletic trainer, as well as two of the most common issues that I get questions about for the podcast from people that have watched YouTube videos in the past, that I see on Twitter and on Instagram, have to do with dealing with plantar fasciitis and shin splints. Now, those two injuries are obviously both very different. However, there is one thing that you can do that will dramatically decrease your chances of developing a case of plantar fasciitis or coming down with an irritating case of the shin splints, that's very simple, very easy, things that you can do in your house with absolutely no equipment at all. And for some reason, those types of things don't ever get talked about. They're not as sexy as some of the other strength training exercises that runners talk about. And frankly, runners don't talk about strength training exercises enough anyway. But these exercises are focused at the small muscles, the intricate, delicate muscles on the bottoms of your feet that as runners, we need to pay more attention to, and we really need to address and strengthen if we want to stay running healthy and injury-free for the long term. So the first exercise is relatively simple, and that's just to stand on one foot. Balancing on one foot is great for building the strength and stability of the muscles in your feet, as well as around your ankles and your knees and anywhere where there may be a deficiency in that whole lower kinetic chain, everything that you use for running. And working on your balance without any shoes on is a great way to build the strength of those muscles in your feet. One thing that you can do is just balance while you're brushing your teeth. Spend half the time on one foot and then switch in half the time on the other foot, and you'll get, twice a day at least, you'll be working those muscles, which is plenty. Another great exercise to do is heel and toe walks, which are basically very self-descriptive. The titles are very descriptive of what the exercises entail. You're literally walking on just your heels and then walking on just your toes. Another great exercise, and this one is maybe my favorite, are toe pickups, where you can use any type of small object, whether it's marbles. I usually use game pieces like the houses from Monopoly or something like that that's just small, and scatter a bunch of them on the floor and just use your toes to pick them up. And then last but not least, for the exercise I'm talking about today, are towel pulls, where you just take like a hand towel and lay it out on the floor. It can be difficult at first, but once it starts getting easy, you can just add a little something, add a water bottle to the end of the towel to make a little bit of resistance, or a light dumbbell if you have some weights at your house. But anything that just makes that a little bit more difficult is going to increase the intensity of that workout. And again, just like with the toe pickups, you are going to feel this after just doing it once. So start slow, just like with anything, with running and strength training. Start slow, one set, once every couple of days, and then build yourself up. And if you do that and you do it consistently, I can pretty much guarantee that you'll have a much lower chance of ever developing plantar fasciitis or shin splints again. I got to get on the good foot. Got to do it on the good foot. Ow! Do it with the good foot.